Hi everyone, welcome to the world of hacking. So today we are going to learn one interesting part, which is how to bypass authentication in 5 seconds. It's very interesting. You know, if any website is having any login page, are we able to bypass it easily, or is it having any something difficult to bypass? So there is a possibility to bypass the authentication in 5 seconds, 10 seconds, or less than a minute. So there is a possibility, that is possibility vulnerability is called SQL injection. If a website is vulnerable to SQL injection, and if there is a accepting some SQL payloads, then definitely that website is having a severe impact of the vulnerability, and can anyone can bypass it. So let us try to take one example, which is having the legal permission for that website. We are doing in a demo website where I will show you the scenario, real-time scenario, how we can bypass the website. So go to the google.com and type demo test file. So demo test file is a online banking website, which is a cloning and which is used for education purpose, which we cannot do in the real websites. So you have to learn how do you keep security of the website for the login page, because for any attacker, login page is the one which is the most important, you know uh, to get an entry point for an attacker. So in that situations, every developer or every security tester should concentrate on this main login page button. So now let's go with the scenario, how do you are bugging, how you are bypassing the authentication in 5 seconds. So there is a query called single quote or single quote equal to 1 equal to single quote, and I will be typing the same single quote or single quote 1 single quote equal to single quote. This is my SQL payload, and I'm trying to just click enter. You will see the page got logged in. Oh, this is admin user. When you give the single quote or 1 equal to 1, the database will give the bypass and it will directly enter into the super admin. So the super admin will have all the powers. The super admin can edit the users, can change the password of the even admin as well. And a lot of users present in this application, any hacker can do changing and adding the new accounts as well. So this is because the database is accepting the queries which should not get accepted. The dynamic queries are being accepted, so that should be bypassed by using some kind of a preventing techniques called parameterized queries. So the application should accept the parameterized queries, which is a prepare statements. When application is accepting the prepare statements, this particular query will not get accepted. So let us see the logic behind why this query is getting accepted. So I'll give you in a general language so that you can understand it easily. So for example, let us take the first single quote. The database is always using the strings with the single quotes. So for example, what is the statement that is going on if any username and password is coming up? So select star from users, where username equal to, we have in single quote admin, and password equal to, we have, this is one SQL query passing to the database. Now to replace the particular SQL payload, what we have here, the SQL payload is single quote or single quote 1 single quote equals to quote 1. This is a SQL query. This is a SQL payload which we are passing in the same username and password. The same thing we have given when we give the username and password. So when you go back to here, we are giving the same query and the password is same query, and the SQL statement is passing in this way. Now let us understand how this query is executing. So now let us take this, copy this, and separate each part. So everyone knows the OR functionality or the OR gate, what it gives. So only the false and false will give the false statement. Rest all will be the true statement. If you have studied the gates or gates boolean, which we call OR AND related. The same applies logic here. For example, when you separate this, I'm separating this. So first single quote and single quote, which is a false statement because it is a null character. And second will be the OR, and I'm separating this OR, and here the one takes as a single, string, and equals to it takes as a single string. So we all knows that 1 equals to 1 is always true. And here the statements comes true. And the false or true statements comes as true statement. That means this username comes as true statement. Now, and then we have given the same password, which is the username, and it is also a true statement. As we know, the false or true will be the true statement. And finally, the true and true statement will always be true because AND operator is having, if both are true, the statement is true. That means the database is accepting the true statement, which we are able to bypass the authentication easily. So there are a lot of SQL payloads. This is one of the magic payload which we use to authentication bypass by hacking in 5 seconds. I hope everyone got understand the logic. You can give your comments and let me know if you have any questions. And I'm also giving you disclaimer as this is for only education purpose, where you can protect your websites. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video.